So I have been sitting on this video for actually months now, and I decided I have to tell you the truth about AirPods Pro 2. And that is that I was completely wrong about this product. When I first reviewed these, I told you the same thing that I told you about AirPods Pro 1. I told you there was a fundamental flaw with the design of these earbuds, being the in-ear design itself, the little rubber tip that sticks out of these. Because although this rubber tip allowed Apple to put active noise cancellation in AirPods for the first time, I still thought in the second generation it sucked because no matter what I tried, these AirPods kept falling out of my ears. I tried third-party foam tips from Amazon that were an absolute disaster and actually made my experience worse, and I ultimately ended up on the fact that these just were not made for me. And that's where I was an idiot. I want to say it. I was an idiot because in my last review of AirPods Pro, one of you, super smart in the comments, noted something that I said. I noted that instead of Apple adding an extra small ear tip, Apple should have added an extra large because they keep sliding out of my ears. I need something bigger to take up more space in my ear. And then one of you noted that it would actually probably be the opposite for me and that I should actually try the small or the new extra small option, which I laughed at because nothing's ever that simple. And then I switched out the tip. I put on the new extra small that Apple specifically added on the AirPods Pro 2s, and I put it in my ear, and it didn't fall out. It didn't fall out when I was sitting down and slide out at all for the first time, so music sounded really crisp and clear because it had a great seal in my ear. And then I decided to walk around a little bit. It didn't fall out there either. Guys, I went for a run, and I went for a lot of runs, and I went for a lot of bikes, and to this day, I have not had the AirPod completely fall out of my ear for the first time ever for AirPods Pro 2 because my pea-sized brain didn't think to try the other options in the box, or specifically the new one that Apple added for some reason. Because see guys, the problem wasn't that the ear tip wasn't big enough. I thought I needed an extra large size so it would take up more space in my ear. No, the problem was that these weren't even sitting far enough in my ear in the first place. And now that there was this extra small tip, they had a proper seal and they actually slid into my ear all the way, which has allowed me to experience this product consistently for months now. And I gotta tell you, if you're on the edge about these, not only do I love these, every single person in my life I know that upgraded even from AirPods Pro 1 has said it's worth it for a number of reasons. Number one, the upgraded noise cancellation is absolutely at least twice as good as the first gen. It is so stunning how you can just be standing near traffic and not even realize that you're about to get hit by a car because it is that strong. You only hear a car when they get super close to you and to the point where it's probably dangerous. And conversely, when you do want to hear everything around you, there is a second generation transparency mode that not only is clearer and crisper to the point where I have legitimately forgotten on multiple occasions that these were even sitting in my ears. They've also now tuned the algorithm to make sure that super loud sounds don't come through and blast your eardrum. It's brilliant. Now, up until this point, for a pair of headphones, I've talked almost nothing about the actual quality of sound, so I want to just spend a moment telling you that it's really good. I've been used to using AirPods 3, and compared to those, I would say it sounds 2 to 3 times as good. The bass response is just night and day, and the clarity and separation between the mids and the highs is also just phenomenal. I actually found the sound profile of AirPods Pro 1 to be a little bit sharp, but there's something about the balance here that I've absolutely fallen in love with. But my favorite part of these, that I even touched on in my initial review, that I will quadruple down on now, is the touch controls. Being able to adjust the volume of the music you are listening to by swiping up or swiping down on the bud is phenomenal. This needs to be a standard feature on every single pair of AirPods, and I hope, based on the rumors we're hearing, that we get this on the iPhone 15 because Apple is putting a new volume bar there rather than 2 individual buttons, and that would be so sick to have it on the iPhone. I don't know about you guys, but there are so many situations where I'm exercising and I don't want to look down at my phone and mess with the volume there or touch my watch. I just want to reach up to my ear, swipe down for volume down, swipe up for volume up, and it works every single time. On top of everything else, the battery life on these is better too, and I can't really tell a difference from AirPods Pro 1, frankly, because I didn't use AirPods Pro 1 that much, but these get me through all of my exercising. I don't wear these constantly like some people, but I've never had an issue where I've been like, oh, the AirPods are out of battery. And if they do, you can throw them in the case for just a few seconds and they get up to 15% power pretty much instantly. Now, AirPods are great for listening to music for myself, but sometimes I want to play music in an open air environment or music for other people at a party. And that's actually why I partnered up with Soundcore, who sponsored this video, to show you their new Motion X600 speaker, which is really cool. What makes this speaker so interesting is it not only supports spatial audio due to it having an upward firing driver, which I'm going to demo in just a little bit, it also focuses on lossless and high-res audio playback, which for a speaker of its size and price, you almost never see. For being only 1/10 or 1/5 the price of similar hi-fi speakers and home theater setups, it supports high-res audio and has leading acoustic performance with 5 drivers and 3 amplifiers, giving you 50 watts of output, which again for the size is like really impressive. There's really incredible detail you can hear in the sound when you're playing lossless music, and it even supports LDAC with 3 times the bitrate compared to a normal Bluetooth speaker. And what's cool about this is it has line in on the back, so you can throw an aux in here whenever you want. And what makes this speaker so unique is that it also supports spatial audio, which is really cool. You press this button and it takes full advantage of this upward firing driver on here. Soundcore has self-developed their own spatial audio algorithm, so they can decode any stereo sound into 3 different channels. And when you're using that upward firing driver here, I just have to let you listen to this because I want to play a normal sound and then turn it on the spatial audio for the same track, and it sounds ridiculous. Hearing spatial audio on the speaker for the first time was really wild, and I've never seen a Bluetooth speaker like this that can do what it's doing. You've got 2 tweeters, 2 woofers, and 1 full range driver, and that is delivering 50 watts of output. So again, loudness is there, the clarity is there, and it's very distortion free from what I've listened to. And then you've just got the fun stuff like this handle that is built into this all metal design on here, and to take it anywhere, it's got the portability. It's also got the water resistance to back it up. It has IPX7, which means you can submerge it in up to 1 meter of water for up to 30 minutes. You've not only got this really good sound quality, but you don't have to worry about it getting ruined. I've ruined a lot of Bluetooth speakers, and I'd prefer not to talk about it. Now, finally, on the back of this, I already mentioned that you have the aux in port, so you can play whatever music you want directly through it if you do not want to use Bluetooth. But for charging, you also have a USB-C port, which is of course the standard now. And when the speaker is fully charged, it's gonna give you 12 hours of playback. It is the full package. Summer is coming up. I have so many places I cannot wait to take this because the built-in handle on here gives it great portability, so you can easily take it from house to house. Overall, I'm really impressed by this speaker, and it is available now. So check out the link down below in the description to get the Soundcore Motion X600 for yourself. They got green, black, and blue options, all super high quality, full metal design. It just feels and looks and sounds amazing. All right, that's enough about this. Now let's jump back to the video and keep going on about AirPods Pro 2. And man, the case is just phenomenal. The most useless part is this thing on the side that has a little drawstring attachment. It doubles as the antenna, which is cool for these. I don't really find it useful. What is absolutely game-changing is the speaker on the bottom. I kid you not, and I couldn't make this up if I tried. When I was filming B-roll for this video of AirPods Pro 2, they fell out of my pocket and I lost them in the park. I actually had to go on my iPhone. I said, wait, there's the new Find My feature on these. And I pulled up the Find My app and I was able to locate them. You just go over to your devices tab, you find your AirPods Pro. It even knew that one was with me and one had still sat in the case wherever it fell. And when I went and started walking around, I was able to find it using the chip in my phone, and it was just such a wild experience. And I got my AirPods back because I also heard the speaker from probably 20 to 30 meters away. It was weirdly loud in the park. It helped me locate that along with the U1 finding. Those are the things that I think are great. Those are the reasons that I use these, but there's still a couple of misses here. Like Apple's obsession with spatial audio. I do think that this is really cool, but I still do not enjoy listening to music in spatial audio all of the time. It's just too much stimulation going on around me that I do enjoy, to this day, a stereo mix. To be clear, it's not that I don't appreciate Dolby Atmos and the work that goes into these mixes. They are phenomenal and they are super fun. But as someone who likes to listen to music very casually and very focused, I like just the left channel, right channel. Call me old-fashioned. The Atmos stuff is cool and it works very well, insanely good with the head tracking on these. I just don't find it useful. And finally, my last but albeit small problem with these is that there's still a lightning port on here. When these came out in 2022, the fact that there is still lightning when Apple full well knows that the iPhone, as well as all of their other products, are going to USB-C, is stupid, because they're just going to release a case in a couple months with USB-C. It's already leaked inside of iOS 16.4 that there is a new pair of AirPods and an updated version of a case coming, and there's no one that's going to convince me that Apple couldn't have thrown a USB-C port on here initially. Those are small things though, and those are, admittedly, nitpicks more than fundamental issues, because finally, I don't have a fundamental issue with AirPods Pro. And if you're somebody that these haven't worked for, try the smallest tip. Try third-party tips that are even smaller than what you've tried or what Apple provides. But where I absolutely commend Apple is that my problem with AirPods Pro 1 is they didn't stay or fit in my ears properly. And they added specifically this extra small option for AirPods Pro 2 that changed everything for me. They listened, they responded, and these are a wildly improved product over AirPods Pro 1. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Long live AirPods Pro 2. Peace.